I have been using 6 AI models to predict football matches that have been playing for the last few days. So, this video is all about what I have learned and whether these AI models are reliable in your quest to find the best way to do your analysis and whether you can make money uh, through them. So, uh, my sample is based on 13 matches because I used to predict one match per day for the 13 days. So, uh, the AI models that I used are number one, Copilot, and then number two, I used uh, Cloud AI. Then number three, I used Perplexity. Number four, I used uh, ChatGPT. Then I went on to use DeepSeek. Then I finished with Meta AI. So all these I used them. I used them. The main reason is because uh, at first I trusted one, but then I found when you trust one AI model, it gives you a different information, but when you use around 6 AI models or 5 or 2, you get to understand that prediction in a different way because all of them give a different information of a particular match, which is important because it will help you understand where you are going to place your money if you are going to bet on it. So, the first match was the best because all the models predicted a draw, 1-1 draw, and the match ended the same way. It was a match between Everton and Leeds. The odds were balanced. Everton had 2.49, a draw of 3.25, and Leeds United had 3.00. So, uh, the next match, you must understand first that after looking at all the AI models, I used the strategy of calculating the average of all the prediction that the AI models have given. Then the where the AI models are leaning to is where I decided that that's the correct score of the match. So here almost 5 of them predicted correctly that the match will end in a draw, and eventually it ended in a draw. So if we start with the Copilot, uh, when I was doing the analysis, I did not write everything that the AI model had given me. I just took some few information that I needed, and I avoided to repeat the same information in other AI models. So only what I needed is what I wrote down. So in this match, co-pilot, I had written two statements. Number one, Everton had a 71.3% save rate, meaning their keeper was doing a wonderful job at the team, and the defenders were doing a wonderful job. So Everton was a hard team to beat. Before I continue, let me look at another match where this first information was important in the future, where Everton was playing against I think Bournemouth. Let me see. Everton, yeah, it not Bournemouth. It was Fulham playing against Everton. Why have I jumped to this match? This was, I think, 11 days later, where Fulham was playing against Everton. Fulham was given 2.15, a draw was 3.30, then Everton was given 3.65. So in this match, the bookies decided that this is a tough match, and they decided to give Fulham small odds to signify that it was going to be an easy win for Fulham based on home performance. But this was one of the match where the AI models made a big mistake, where they all favored a draw. So by favoring a draw, Fulham scored first. When they scored first, in the second half, Everton equalized and then went on to score a winning goal, and the match ended Everton winning. It was a nice win because they were underrated. So if you look at the current match, which was Everton against Leeds, Everton had a 71.3% save rate, meaning their defense was difficult to go through. So, based on this, and a statement that I found in this other match where Fulham played against Everton, let me find it. Yeah, it was from Dipsic, where the Dipsic, after making an analysis, said Fulham is more potent but Everton is hard to beat. So that information and this other information about Everton, it showed that Everton were so strong. Here, Everton was meeting uh, Leeds United, that have probably been the best in the Premier League for me, because they have encountered strong opponents, but they have shown that they can win or they can draw against any opponent. So, in this match, it was also hard for Everton to win easily, because Everton were not an easy nut to crack. So, the second statement, Leeds have only won once away from home this season. So, this was another statement that was given by Copilot, showing that Leeds did not have that energy to win while away, but there was a tendency of drawing and losing away from home. So, Copilot ended up giving Everton a win of 1-0, a narrow Everton win of 1-0. If we go to Cloud AI, Everton, so there are two statements still where Everton have struggled to score goals through this season. So, Cloud gave an important information where they decided to show that Everton at home was struggling to score goals. Although they had a good defense and a save rate, but still in front of goal, they had a problem. Number two, Leeds only earned 6 points away from home all season. So I think getting 3 points away for Leeds was the most difficult thing to do for them. And make sure this information, you can use it for future, where Leeds will be playing away from home. You must understand this, because in the first instant where I have told you what Everton did, it reflected in the match that played 11 days later. So for this season, I think the information that I have extracted from the AI models will be used for the remainder of the Premier League matches, because information, this is a fact, and facts must be used to make a wise decision when betting. So, Cloud gave the prediction of a 1-1 draw, and also said experts predictions favored leads to win. So it also gave an important information about the fact that many experts on analysis had decided that Leeds was to win. I really, in this journey of using AI models, I usually do something important that you can also use, because I'm going to give all the information that you will need to understand how to predict the matches. Once you see that the AI models have taken the expert analysis and given you as a bonus on top of what they have predicted, make sure you bet the opposite of what most experts think. Because there was one time I used to follow the experts and realized that everything, they won a few matches, but most of the time the match went against what uh, many expert predictions relied on. So don't do that again. So perplexity also, I extracted one statement that is important. Expert consensus leans toward an Everton home win or draw. So here I think the expert the experts were correct, because they did not fully go with an Everton win, but decided that it was a tight match where Everton would avoid to lose by winning or drawing. So perplexity gave the final prediction of 1x, and also gave another betting option where it recommended an under 2.5 goals. So the next was DeepSeek. DeepSeek, I gathered two main informations, where Everton's main strength is a solid defense, having conceded the third fewest goals in the league. But, so this information alone echoes what Copilot had said about the 71.3% save rate. But another information that was critical was that their weakness is scoring. So they are good at the back, but in front of goal they struggle. So this was a match where if you were to think critically, you would make an assumption that they will not be able to score a lot of goals. because that's their weakness. But preventing, they were good at it. So another information that was given by DeepSeek was concerning Leeds, where Leeds has a better attack but the worst defense among the teams compared. This, the DeepSeek information, without even looking at the general prediction that was given, I already saw that the match was going to end in a draw. Why? Because these were two teams that one was good in defense and another was bad at defense but good in attack. So, whenever you find a team that is good at defending playing against a team that is good at attacking and bad at defending, this really ends in a draw. Why? I tend to think that this match, the two teams cancel each other because one tends to use the weakness to exploit the weakness of the other team, while this other team also seeks to exploit the other team's weakness. Because in football, we don't use someone's strength, we use the weakness to win a match. So it's like sometimes you find there is a team where the weakness is in the attitude of the players. Once you understand this, you begin to make them start acting weird so that they can be given cards, and you know cards lead to the red cards, and a red card can change a game completely because it will disorganize all the players. So next, let's go to ChatGPT. I like ChatGPT so much because it always gives the correct information about a match. So once you use ChatGPT and it gives you three options. The first option, it gives you the most probable or likely result. The second is where they give you another betting option other than the correct prediction. And the third one, they give you the list where you are supposed to avoid the prediction, where the prediction you are to avoid in that match. So I think when they give those three predictions, it's good because you will understand where to place your money and where not to place your money. In ChatGPT, the first prediction is that they used one thing that I liked, and to it ended up becoming correct, is that they were confident enough to say that there was a high probability of a draw, and ended up giving a correct score of 1-1, and it ended up the same way. The match ended 1-1. You can look at it, Everton against Leeds United. So they also gave out an important information where Jack Grealish, who was from Man City and was playing an important role in Everton, giving more assists, but he had an injury, so they were saying that Jack Grealish injury might influence the game. So the fact that he was missing was enough proof that the match would have an outcome that is not familiar with the Everton team. So the last one was Meta, that had the same information from the other AI models, but also they gave a correct score of 1-1, and in the end of the prediction they also expected the match to have under 2.5 goals with a probability of 56.67. This Meta AI and Perplexity were the best because they gave two betting options that all went through. So because I don't want to make a long video, so I'll give a part 2 next day, so that we can cover slowly the analysis process based on real games and how they went on to perform. And also at the end of the analysis of all these matches, we will look at the AI models that performed better in percentages along the 13 days of predicting the matches. So in the next video we will go to day 2 of predicting matches.